Tonight's Whack an Atheist. Tomorrow night is the debate. Randall gets a dock in his pay. We're going to cut it in half. What's half a zero? Anyway, well, I didn't put any time. I listened to this Emma Thorne, and she's all upset about. Remember that little girl we had that started a YouTube channel, came here, and she's upset about that. That's exploiting children. Yeah. Of course, she thinks it's okay to teach kindergartners to be bisexual, but exploit the children in public school at everybody's expense. But she thinks it's terrible to have a kid who wants to start a YouTube channel to start one. I didn't know she started one. She came here and visited. I said, come tell people about your channel. Anyway, Emma, tonight, your turn for Whack an Atheist. She's a, what do you call it, bisexual or whatever she is over in England, okay? And Emma, I'd like to see you give your heart to the Lord and get saved. Let's let her talk for a minute.
Helen is just one example of the deep flaws in this system that allows children like her to be exploited by adults. And in this, one of the most divisive internet spheres, arguing science and religion from the perspective of a conspiracy theorist.
First of all, Emma, evolution is not science. Evolution is a religion. You have to believe in evolution. Nobody's ever seen any of these things they claim, like an amoeba turning to a whale over millions of years. Nobody's ever seen that. You guys can't admit it, but evolution is the religion here, okay? As far as a conspiracy, there's always been a fight between God and the devil going on, so I think maybe that's outside things we can see, but I know you don't believe that. But we'll find out Judgment Day about all that. Anyway, she's talking about the girl we had here on our channel who started, we just had her come visit, her family visited. She did a YouTube channel. Great. I think Emma's calling her Helen because she didn't want to give her a real name. Taylor. What was her YouTube channel? Was Taylor K? Taylor K, yeah, okay. Emma, take it away, I'm sorry.
It's one of the worst ways I think a parent could use a child on the internet. Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma. Welcome if you are new. It's a standing up energy kind of day. We've not done this for a little bit. Let's have a chat about child exploitation. Children have been exploited for cheap or free labor for as long as children have been, for time immemorial. We used to send them down the mines.
I can't help it, but she talks with her hands a lot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Try to, it's hard to get around that, but.
Up the chimneys to the factories. Eventually, popular media became the center of child exploitation as regulations and laws protecting children improved. I took an acting class a while back, and the coach and a couple of the students had been child actors. There was this kind of running gag with the way the coach would introduce herself. She used to say, I was a child actor, but I'm okay now. Because the prevalence of exploiting child labor in this industry is so well known now. Now we have this social media celebrity phenomenon. Anyone, anywhere, within a quite loose set of rules, can set up an account and gain a following.
Such as Emma Thorne.
As a result, greedy and or ignorant parents have a new way to exploit their children for financial gain or recognition, and there are virtually no laws in place to protect children from this.
Is that the only reason Taylor would start a channel? Financial gain for the parents, recognition. Maybe she just loves the Lord, wants to do something for the Lord. I know that thought never crosses your mind, but maybe there's a third option here. What you're doing, them, is a common technique in debates where they give two false answers. Which one do you want? Are elephants green or elephants orange? Come on, pick one. They're neither one. You gave two options. Did the parents do this? Maybe the parents didn't do it at all. Maybe Taylor did it. Maybe they encouraged it. I think they should, okay?
You see what she's wearing, don't you? That's a synagogue of Satan emblem.
That's a synagogue of Satan emblem? Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, go ahead here, Emma. Why is it not playing? What?
Now you have YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and family vlogging is this hot new thing. It's quite popular. Let me get my chamomile tea. I need it. Thank you. Today we're going to talk about a channel that I think really exemplifies this larger problem on YouTube. I am not going to be sharing the channel name or the face or the voice of the presenter.
Taylor K, letter K.
Of this particular account, because they are a child, a very young child, too young to have a YouTube account.
Do you get to make that decision, Emma? Are you the one who decides who gets to have an account or not? Who gave you the crown over there in England, huh?
In fact, I will give this kid a fake name for the sake of making it easier to talk about. Let's call this child Helen. Helen is an 11-year-old American girl, 2 years younger than the minimum requirement to open a YouTube channel.
The parents can open one. No problem.
Which means, unsurprisingly, an adult made it for her.
They should have a rule if you're too dumb to open a YouTube channel. Anybody believes in evolution is too dumb to have a channel. Anybody believes they came from a rock is too dumb to have a channel. Anybody believes they're related to a strawberry, or let's see what else we got. Related to a strawberry, Professor Dave. Snake was Right's related to a ladybug. J.T. Chump is related to an apple. Ken Rock's related to a turtle. I think they're too dumb to have a channel, Emma. Help me out here. Shut them down. Okay? Why don't you report their channel?
For her? Question mark. Her content is largely about her pets and gymnastics. There are some silly kids jokes, gymnastics tutorials, picture day outfits, general kids stuff. Her dad has appeared in videos on occasion. It's not clear who holds the camera. We know that she also has a mother and 2 brothers. The other 2 children are also very young. I already have problems with this. Yes.
But you don't have a problem with teaching all the stuff you want to. You did a channel, you had a program on your channel, Emma, about somebody wanting to, Matt Walsh, wanting to burn books about go to kindergartners and first graders about teaching them about gay lifestyle. And Matt, you're upset with Matt for saying we ought to burn those books. So it's okay for you to teach that to gay lifestyle to kids in kindergarten, but it's not okay to have an 11-year-old, if she wants to, start a channel. You got a double standard, Emma. You're a hypocrite.
Yes, it's 2023, everybody's on social media, kids grow up with phones in schools now. Get with the times, Grandma. I get it. I don't want to clutch pearls and be technophobic. I understand that the kids today are growing up different than when I was a young'un. And listen, I think from, say, 13 and up, some arbitrary age where you start to develop a bit more comprehension in the...
So you're the judge of who has comprehension, and you're the judge of the channel, the age they should have to start a channel. Who made you a judge over all this? Please respond, Emma. Let me know. Who made you the judge of this?
Ability to speak for yourself, using YouTube as a way to explore creatively, to learn how to make things, sharing jokes, learning filmmaking. I think that's really cool. It can be a really useful tool. It certainly was when I was around college age. It was a big inspiration for me. Granted, I was a lot older than the children in, say, this family, but parents running channels for their very young children, no. Family vloggers who focus on their kids, no. I very strongly doubt you can convince me that that can ever be a good thing.
I agree. We probably can never convince you, okay? I can probably never convince you that it's a good thing to not teach the stuff they want to teach in kindergarten and first grade that the guy wanted to burn the books about. I'll probably never convince you of that, will I, Emma? Because you think it's fine. I think it's fine for an 11-year-old to start a channel. How many of you think it's fine for an 11-year-old to have a channel on creation if they want? You're outnumbered, Emma. Give it up. Remember you lost that war back in 1776? You're going to lose this one too, okay?
In my opinion, there are ways to involve your child in social media that are okay. There is a way to do that right. I gave an example, I think, in a video the other day about Classically Abby. I think it can be done. But children having their own channels, it's exploitative. And children, young children, do not have the understanding of a work-life balance. They don't.
I know a lot of adults that don't have that understanding, Emma. There's a lot of adults, believe it or not, a lot of adults believe they're related to a worm and a strawberry and a banana and a fish. Don't you? Don't they, Emma?
Don't know what burning out is. They can't express to you whether they're doing too much labor for you because they don't know what that means. They can't articulate those things. Children don't have the wherewithal to separate performing and being something of a character, a caricature, and just being themselves naturally. Being on camera, performing, that's work.
Maybe they don't think so. Maybe they enjoy it. Do you enjoy your channel, Emma? Is this work for you? Do you have any other job? I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, but...
There are no laws in place to protect children doing that work. The hours that they do, the money that they might make. It is the perfect place for greedy and self-centered parents to make some money off of their child.
You're assuming that's their motive, aren't you? You're the judge? I bet you never talked to them, have you? They came here, toured Dinosaur Adventureland, had a wonderful time. Emma, the tailor said, I got my own channel. I said, well, great. Come tell us about it.
We've seen an upsetting number of examples of this. I did a video on this channel talking about a video that went somewhat viral where this family vlogger had accidentally left in a clip of her emotionally manipulating her son to make him cry for the camera. How many parents and family vloggers are out there doing that behind the scenes?
That's the first one I've ever heard of. Do you know a bunch more, do you?
Now, Helen,
Taylor,
amongst her normal, wholesome kid content, recently did a video in which she essentially parroted Kent Hovind. I know she was parroting Kent Hovind for several reasons. The main...
because it was really intelligent material, and he was right, and she was right to parrot it. Thank you, Emma.
The first one being that she titled her response follow-up video, Comments on Comments. It was the same title that Kent Hovind uses, and it was the same arguments that Kent Hovind uses, aka very outdated, poor arguments.
Well, then why don't you debate me, Emma? Show me which arguments are outdated and poor, and correct me, please. Call Standing for Truth, Emma, any time. You and all the Brits who believe they came from Iraq, I'll take all of you on at the same time. You can even include the Irish and North Irish and Welsh if you want. Okay? Go across the channel, get the French involved. I'll take all of you on, all of you. There is no evidence for evolution. It's a dumb religion. Give it up, Emma.
That he doesn't understand, that don't make any sense.
I understand the arguments well, and they make lots of sense. You don't like them because they interrupt your lifestyle, because there may be a God. That's the problem, isn't it, Emma?
You know, Kent stuff. Her family are big fans of Kent's.
They must be brilliant people. Yeah.
It seems very likely then that her parents have been educating her on Kent's conspiracies.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kent's conspiracies and bringing her into the cult, Emma. This is not a cult. I've been a Baptist preacher for 48 years, before you were born, okay? I believe the Bible is true, like a lot of people in the world do. I've been teaching the Bible like a lot of people have been for centuries, okay? It's not a cult. You can come visit here. It's fine. How long you been here, brother?
7 months.
7 months. Is this a cult?
No.
Okay, Randy, how long have you known me?
9.
9 years. Am I a cult leader?
No, sir.
How long you been here?
Almost a year.
Almost a year?
No, you're not a cult leader.
Why do you say that? That's a false accusation, Emma. The Bible says, thou shalt not bear false witness. That's one of the big 10 commandments, which you don't care about yet, okay? But you are lying about me, Emma. This is not a cult. There are no conspiracy theories here. We teach the truth. This is what the Bible says. We believe that's true. Well, stop. All of you atheists, would you knock it off? If you really think it's a cult, call Standing for Truth and debate. Show me the evidence why you think this is a cult. Normally, all those debates on Standing for Truth are on evolution. We'll make an exception just for you guys. Show me, why do you keep making this false charge? Emma, come on now.
Bringing her into the cult. That's upsetting enough on its own.
Upsetting to you because you're mistaken on your premise.
Not only is that parent potentially likely teaching their child this book.
Emma, I wouldn't put that in my hand, let alone in my mouth. Why do you talk like that? If you really like that stuff, come up to our North 40. We got a whole bunch of it laying on the ground. The cows wander all over up there. Why would any of you think that makes you look intelligent to put that in your mouth? Don't even we try to not even step in it, let alone put it in our hand. What is wrong with you? Man.
Bullshit, but they're publishing that conspiracy to the world with their child's face on it.
You're publishing your crazy things you believe to the world with your face on it. You do a whole channel, Emma.
Either there is an adult too cowardly to put their own face on this conspiracy, or they just think that they will get more views, more notoriety, more recognition.
There you are, stuck again. You start with a false premise that it is a conspiracy, and you build from there. Your whole foundation is false. It's not a conspiracy, it's true, okay? Again, it has nothing to do with recognition or money. They love their child. They want their child to succeed. Their child wanted to do this. The child wants to do gymnastics. Okay, she does gymnastics. What is wrong with you? Why are you the judge of all this? Why do you do a whole program on your channel on this? I don't understand.
More money by having their child do it. Either way, fuck that parent. Putting your kid on the internet in this way, where they're embarrassing moments, their embarrassing views are public and visible to a wide audience, or they may stay online for years.
Oh, it's awful. That might be out there for a long time. Your stuff might be out there. Those curse words you just used, Emma, might be out there. I think everybody should report your channel, have it taken down.
It's ignorant or cruel.
That's the only two options. How about loving and generous and wanting their child to succeed? My dad was always pushing me to do more, to learn more. Hey, son, you can do that. He was teaching me trigonometry in 7th and 8th grade. Yeah, you can learn this, son. Wow, you're right, Dad. It's okay for a parent if the child wants to know and wants to learn. My dad taught me to drive when I was like, 10 in a stick shift. Perfectly fine. What is wrong with you? Emma, you're not the judge of this stuff. Your kind of people don't make children anyway, so why are you worried about children?
Or both. Honestly, knowing these parents are Hovind fans, it's probably at least the former, because it doesn't take very much digging to see that all of Hovind's arguments have been long disproven.
Okay, Emma, I challenge you to show me a list of those arguments that have been disproven and let me defend myself. Call Standing for Truth and schedule a debate. I know you're in British time over there, so we'll do it in the afternoon on my time, so you don't have to worry about what time. You pick the time. Donnie, Standing for Truth, will host the debate. He's a fair moderator. He keeps equal time, no interrupting. You say your piece, I say my piece, no profanity, if you can do that. And equal time, and you give the best evidence for what conspiracy I'm talking about and what evidence I've given, that things that I've said that are proven wrong. Show me some. You guys keep making these blanket statements with nothing to back it up.
He is a mad conspiracy theorist.
You've said the word conspiracy about 9 times now. What is wrong with you? What conspiracy? What is she talking about? You guys live here. I think people for thousands of years have been believing the Bible is true. Is that a conspiracy? Huh? I think to believe you came from a rock is a dumb religion, and maybe that's the conspiracy, Emma. You believe you came from a rock, don't you? A long time ago. Slowly, of course.
So not only to do that, but to do that on a controversial topic, on a divisive adult topic that this kid doesn't have any interest in, that this kid is interested in handstands and guinea pigs. That opens them up to a world of hatred and online abuse.
Oh, like teaching them evolution doesn't opening them up to an online world of hatred? See, if evolution is true, you better watch my video number 5, Emma. Adolf Hitler was a strong believer in evolution. He thought it would really be good if we could speed up the process by eliminating the inferiors. Get Hitler's hit list. Just Google that, Hitler's hit list. He had the Aryans at the top, black Jews at the bottom. Right above them was black Africans. He hated black people. He hated Jews, obviously. He thought the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Norwegians were the superior race. He might have been right about that, but he was wrong about trying to kill off the inferior races. Emma, that's the conspiracy. It's evolution, not creation. Grow up, lady, or whatever you are.
They're going to end up, if they've not already, forcing this child into an echo chamber that builds an us versus them mentality. It's already happening, you can tell from Helen's content. If people see it, the people who will be nice to her and who compliment her on how smart she is, which they already do in the comments, as if this 11-year-old child is actually the one making the arguments, those people who are being so nice and supportive are the people who already believe in this conspiracy theory.
It's not a conspiracy. It's a fact. We are standing on a really big planet, going around, spinning around once a day, 1,038.6 miles an hour at the equator, different speeds at different latitudes. It's a fact. We're on a big planet. It's a fact this planet's going around a really big sun, okay? It's a fact that sun is really tiny compared to all the huge stars out there. And it's a fact that you guys believe it all fit in a dot. That is dumb. I can't think of a kind way to tell you. That is dumb. Have you ever stopped and backed up and thought about it? Do you think this whole ink pen came from that dot? And my cup of water came from that dot? Everything came from a dot of nothing exploding. I'm sorry, rapidly expanding. Well, how dumb can you get? I don't know if they measure dumbness in levels or not, but that's got to be the top level of dumbness in my humble, totally unbiased, non-conspiratorial opinion. Okay.
And I'm more than happy to welcome this adorable child into the fray. What a great face of our movement.
You're worried about a child being brought into the fray between creation and evolution. But it's okay to bring a kindergartner into the fray between gays and straights, isn't it, Emma? It's okay with you, isn't it?
They don't care about the kids' well-being. They care about...
Neither do you when you want to put books like that in kindergarten. You don't care about their well-being at all.
About their conspiracy and pushing it further.
That's
I
you.
don't want to talk about Helen's thoughts on evolution, because Helen doesn't have thoughts on evolution.
11-year-old can't have thoughts. Who made you the judge of this? I'm beginning to wonder if the British can have thoughts.
She's 11. She has thoughts on cute animals and what makes a funny joke for the internet, like putting a smiley face on a watermelon. If she does, if these arguments are actually representative in some exaggerated way of her actual views, it's because she's being taught what to say and what to believe by a parent.
This happens all over the world, Helen. Who are you? Emma, this is the way it works. Parents teach their children all kinds of things. They teach them what to do, what to say, what to believe. This is called child raising. I think that's normal. No, kid, don't put your finger in the light socket. Okay? No, kid, don't touch the hot stove. No, don't park your bicycle behind the car. You might get run over. I think parents worldwide are doing this to their children. I'll refrain from my comment I almost made. Go ahead.
Maybe I'm too personally affected by this, because I did, as many of you will know from watching my content for a while, I did grow up with conspiracy theories. I could so easily have been Helen.
Taylor.
And how embarrassed would I be now if there were videos out there of 11-year-old me parroting these crazy conspiracy theories?
We got to go back and count. How many times does she keep saying conspiracy?
15.
It's simple. It's not a conspiracy. It's the truth. God created the world. God made it. He owns it. He makes the rules, and he's going to be the judge one day. That's not a conspiracy. I think it's a conspiracy to try to teach kids there is no God. It all happened by chance over billions of years. That's the dumb conspiracy.
Maybe I wouldn't be here right now.
Maybe that would be good. Maybe if you'd been taught something common sense as a kid, you wouldn't be where you are now, believing what you believe and doing what you do. Emma?
Into this angry online debate sphere at such a young age, where so much of it can be so toxic. Maybe that would have backed me into a corner and made me a firmer believer. Now, the reason I'm even aware of this child's channel tragically existing and it sadly not being a joke or a parody is because Kent fucking Hovind had this...
You British need to learn some English, okay? You keep using that F word. That is a verb, not an adjective.
...family on his live show a few days ago and promoted this little girl's channel, because of course he did.
Okay, so your channel is about a variety of things, gymnastics and also evolution. And you're how old?
I'm 10.
10.
And I'm about to be 11.
I'm going to make a statement directly to Kent, because it's been a little while since we've talked and I'm certain he misses me. Kent, even from your position, where the
First of all, Emma, I do not listen to you very often. Somebody sends me a link once in a while and said, oh, Emma talked about you again. I know I'm living rent-free in your mind. I know that, okay? And it's real. Got a room up there, okay? But I don't listen to your channel. Somebody told me, hey, she mentioned you in this channel. Would you listen to it? That's the only reason. I don't care what you believe on anything, Emma. I'd like to see you give your heart to the Lord and get saved. I'd like to see you become a child of God. I'd like to see you live forever with God in heaven. I know you don't want that, so okay, that's your choice. But you're affecting other people. And you think you have the right to tell Taylor and her dad and mom what they can do with their children. It's none of your business. Stay over there on your little island. And with your stuff you put in your mouth, I wouldn't put in my hand. Just keep it over there, please, okay?
Evolutionists are evil and horrible and stupid and wrong.
I wouldn't say evil and horrible. Stupid and wrong, yeah, I'll go along with that, but not evil and horrible. I think some of them really believe it. That's what they've been taught since they were a child. Yeah, they brainwashed them when they were 4 years old. Boys and girls, dinosaurs lived millions of years ago. Isn't that what they teach before they can even read, Emma? Look at this dinosaur. That's millions of years old. Is it okay to teach that propaganda to a child when they're 3 and 4, Emma? You believe that's okay? But they can't have their own channel when they're 11?
Even
Oh.
from your position, where the evolutionists are evil and horrible and stupid and wrong.
No, just stupid and wrong, Emma. Come on, let's correct the record, okay? You are stupid and you're wrong if you believe in evolution. Okay, real stupid, but that's okay.
Why would you encourage spreading this underage girl's account? Why would you...
She came here, I asked her, hey, she said she had a channel. I said, great, you want to tell about it? We do have a lot of people on don't we have a lot of guests on here? You can come over and sit here and tell about your channel, Emma. if you can refrain from the vocabulary that you use. Come on, come visit Dinosaur Adventureland. You'd have a blast. And show me what part of this is a cult. It's a Baptist church camp. We have a dining hall. We have a science center. We have a shop where we work on stuff, 2 or 3 of them, because stuff always breaks. According to evolution, things get better, but it doesn't work for us, so we have to fix things around here. We have 16 lakes and ponds you can fish or swim in. There's nothing to hide around here. We have a farm with all kinds of animals you can come pet. You can milk the cow. You can't milk the bull. You can try that if you'd like, okay? But that's a good idea. Let's see. This 11-year-old child is allowed to have an account. You don't get to judge the age group when somebody can start a channel, Emma. You're not the judge of that. I'm sorry. I know it bothers you because what if she was teaching evolution? What if there was an 11-year-old started a channel on how great evolution is? I bet you'd applaud that, wouldn't you? Hypocrite.
Would you expose an 11-year-old child to the kind of online abuse that you see in your comment section, to the kind of followers and fans?
Hold it. Her parents can modify and moderate her comment section if they'd like. That would be their job, so that idiots who believe in evolution don't make lewd comments, and people who make videos like you're making with their profanity in it, I think the parents ought to protect them from people like you with your foul mouth, okay? I think that ought to be protected. But no, the parents can moderate. They can simply shut comments off. You're worried about something. Hey, it's none of your business. This is the parent's job, okay? But if it was a person teaching evolution, I'd bet you $50 she would not be making this video. Hey, Randall, see if there's any kids making videos about evolution and see if she's made a YouTube about them. Yeah. Emma, hypocrite.
That are in your live stream chats, especially given that this is an 11-year-old girl and you and your fans are quite spectacularly sexist whenever you cover a woman on your channel.
Why would you say that? Where did that come from? Would you give me some evidence of that? Emma, you are lying, okay? Just plain lying. Stop it.
All the jokes and slurs about me are one thing, because I'm an adult woman. This is an 11-year-old. Of course, you can't be completely ignorant.
Wait a minute. You're an adult woman. That's good to know. Okay.
Ignorant of the kind of online abuse this child could get because you see it every day, or at least whenever you last personally managed your YouTube channel.
I do see abuse every day. There are people every day. Randall, how many hate comments do we get every day here? Hundreds. We can handle it. We're tough, okay? We can handle you making videos about me like this, Emma. No problem. Doesn't bother me at all. Rolls right off my back. Can you handle my video about you? Why don't you ever call for a debate? I challenge you every time. You never call.
Maybe one of the times in the past when you were relevant, you saw the online abuse that you faced.
One of the times in the past when I was relevant, Emma, we have had thousands of people come visit Dinosaur Adventureland. We have made 8,000 videos on creation, evolution, topics like that. We have put out 15 million videos and DVDs all over the world. I'm not trying to be famous or anything, but I think it's pretty relevant. I think people want to hear what we have to say. We had to start completely from scratch a couple weeks ago, brand new channel. How many subscribers we got already, Randall, in the first week and a half? 2,000. What, Dad? Hadn't even been a week. 2,000 views. We'll see what it is in a couple months. I'm not irrelevant. Why would you say that? You got to throw in these little snide comments, don't you? It's okay. I can handle it. I'm tough. I bet Taylor's tough too and can handle it. No problem.
Why are you willing to put that on an 11-year-old girl?
I'm not putting that on her. She started the channel. Her parents did it probably for her. They came to visit Dinosaur Adventureland. Why are you blaming me? I didn't start the channel. I don't moderate her channel. I'm not raising that kid. I have an 11-year-old also, Emma. She wants to start a channel on raising chinchillas. She's welcome to, okay? She's got a couple chinchillas she's going to raise and sell the babies or something. I don't know. I was raising hamsters when I was 10 years old and selling them to pet stores. And we found out there's only 2 sexes of hamsters. I knew that when I was 10.
So, why are you comfortable joining her parents in exploiting an 11-year-old child for...
Why are you assuming it's exploiting, and why are you comfortable in making this dumb video you're making?
Quite a hateful video.
Yeah, talk about a hateful video. Why are you comfortable with this, Emma?
Internet points. This feels redundant at this point in YouTube's history, but Ken Hovind cannot be a real Christian.
That's not for you to judge, first of all, okay? That's for God to judge. And I'm very aware of my flaws, believe me. He reminds me of them every day. But you don't get to do that. And I think I've demonstrated for 54 years I'm trying to serve the Lord. I think people have known me for many, many years. Randall, you've known me for a long time. You were in prison with me for 9 months. Am I a real Christian? Yeah. This is real to me, Emma. Are you a real heathen?
Beggars belief that people think that he is. There is no way that a man like that can exist, make those choices, live the life he lives, and think genuinely that he's going to heaven.
What choices have I made? What life have I lived that makes you think that, Emma? I'm trying very hard to please my Lord. What have I done specifically that you think is immoral or wrong? What? My wife left me. I never left anybody. I've never divorced anybody. I've never hit anybody. What is wrong with you? You think you're the judge of everything. We'll see. Judgment Day. Okay.
Kent, if there is an afterlife, I'll see you in hell.
I'll try to wave at you from where I'm at.
I hate this. I am desperately sad for this little girl for being dragged into this crazy cult, and her brothers.
Are you desperately sad for kindergartners being taught all the stuff they're being taught in public schools these days? That guy, Matt Walsh, who did the thing on book burning. Are you desperately sad kids are being taught that? You think Matt Walsh ought to be punished instead of the guys who put that dumb stuff in the kindergarten textbooks, aren't you, Emma? You're upset about Matt Walsh instead of the books. You think it's okay to do this to a kindergartner. But I don't understand how you cannot see this. The Bible says they're willingly ignorant.
I'm frankly terrified at what this child might face online and how that will shape the adult that she turns into.
You're terrified of this, I can tell. But you're not terrified of what the teaching that you guys do to the kindergartners and first graders are going to turn them into, are you? You enjoy that. It's okay to teach a kindergartner evolution, or the earth is billions of years old and God didn't make it. Is that okay to teach them? What does that make them turn into? A heathen?
She said on her comments response video that most evolutionists aren't very nice, which means
I think you're demonstrating that tonight, Emma.
she's either already getting online abuse or she's already being compelled by Kent Hovind's conspiracies and so on.
I don't have any conspiracies. How many, 16 or 17 times now? 18? You're frantic to find something, aren't you, Emma? Yeah.
Or her parents parroting Kent Hovind's conspiracies. I'm just so fucking sad at this. I hope her channel gets taken down. Maybe. I
hope yours gets taken down. I hope your mama washes your mouth out with soap. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But either way, God still loves you, and I'm trying, okay?
You think that's harsh, but I cannot see a way this is ever going to be a good thing for Helen.
I can't see your lifestyle and what you're doing is ever going to be a good thing for you and the thousands who listen to you, Emma. I can't see how this is ever going to be a good thing. I think you're destroying people's lives. How many of these people that listen to you and believe in evolution teach that junk to their children? You're ruining those children indirectly, aren't you?
Just seeing this kid talk about how she loves Dinosaur Adventureland because it has really good swings, it's like, fuck.
It has really good swings. It has lots of really good science center. Real science is taught here, not the evolution junk. Real stuff, okay? I did not prepare Randall for this, obviously, so we should have edited out her vocabulary here. You need to learn some grammar, okay? Kent Hovind is a person who, what now?
Kent Hovind is a person who knows how easy it is to manipulate children.
Oh, look who's talking. You're the ones who manipulate children into believing in evolution before they can even read, into believing dinosaurs lived millions of years ago. You want the kids taught that the layers of the earth are different ages in the Jurassic period. Emma, there's no such thing as a Jurassic period. All the layers formed in 1 year. There are petrified trees standing up connecting all of them. The geologic column does not exist anywhere. If the top layer is younger, where did it come from? Outer space? How can the layers be different ages? Every molecule of dirt on the earth is the same age, whether it be 6,000 or 4.6 billion, whatever you guys want to pick a number for now. You guys just don't get it. But it's okay for you to manipulate first graders into believing evolution, into believing the earth is billions of years old, into believing dinosaurs were lived millions of years ago, and LGBT lifestyle. It's okay to manipulate children for all that, isn't it, Emma? Come on. Just say yes. Oh, what happened here?
An absolute bullshitter. When you get them from that incredibly young age, you can actually convince them that your cult is correct.
That's what you're doing with evolution. You get them at a very young age and convince them that your cult, your idiotic cult of evolution is correct.
And I don't think there is such a thing as a perfect parent. I think all parents make mistakes, and then we learn from those mistakes and become better, and that goes on ad infinitum. But seeing kids pushed into this conspiracy world
I don't think I can take any more. How far are we in her thing here? I can't read the numbers. 11 minutes. Emma, shut up. Okay? And learn to speak without the profanity. Do you think that makes you look smarter because you put that cow manure in your mouth? Come visit Dinosaur Adventureland. It's fun. We have fun swings, Emma. You would like it, okay? We'll give you a tour. We have 16 lakes you can fish or swim or go boating in. We have all kinds of fun stuff to do around here. Well, I'll give you the tour. You'll have a blast. We've given thousands of people tours. They have one. Brother, Matthew, you did the tour today. How'd you like it? Loved it. Are you a child, 11 years old?
I am not.
You are not. You're a truck driver. Came down here from Missouri, heard about our ministry, wanted to see it. You're welcome to come, Em, if they let you out of your country over there. But I can't take any more. I did this just spontaneously. I would have edited out the profanity. I'm sorry for my listeners to have to put up with that, okay? But Emma, I don't listen to your channel. This is one of the reasons why. Somebody tells me, you mention me, I watch it if I get time. I don't care what you think at all, okay? I believe God made the world. God did it all in 6 days. It has to be. Otherwise, there's too many billions of symbiotic relationships. Certain plants require certain animals to pollinate them. Certain animals require certain plants to eat. It's a symbiotic relationship, billions of them all over the world. Had to be created in a few days of each other. The Bible account is scientifically accurate. The world is only 6,000 years old. There was a big flood that made all those layers in 1 year. See, when the moon pulls the water up, makes the high tide and lets it back down, tidal pumping up and down every 6 hours, 12 and a half minutes. That's not only going up and down, Emma, it's going sideways in and out. When the water's coming up, it's rushing in. When the water's going down, the tide's going down, the water's rushing out. It's the sideways movement that made all those layers in 1 year. There is no such thing as a Jurassic period. There's no such thing as a fossil record. There are fossils by the trillions. There's not a record. None of them talk. None have a date on them. They were all formed by the flood. And these fossils are going to be testimony against you and your evolutionary friends because they're going to say, look, why couldn't you see I'm a petrified clam and I'm closed? I was buried alive in Noah's flood. Why couldn't you see clams open when they die? How do you get millions and millions of petrified clams in the closed position? You bury them fast while they're alive. Noah's flood is scientifically accurate, Emma. That's what formed all the fossils. After the flood, maybe 50 or 100 years after the flood, a lot of the lakes that were left over got overfull, ran over the top, carved out Grand Canyon probably in a week, not millions of years. We cover all that in my video series. Emma, we could teach you a lot if you could come. You're welcome to come, okay? Questions or comments here, Randall? Looks like we made some folks upset there. Okay. What does this have to do with anything? I think it's an example of her stupidity to choose that. That's all. Oh, are you in that club too, truck driving Billy? Mm-hmm. I don't know. You can do what you want with your life. You answer to God. See, I've decided God made the world, and he wrote a book, and I believe that book is true. So I live by that book. That book says certain things are right or wrong. That's what I believe that's correct. Don't I have the right to do that? Where's your standard for morality? How do you decide right and wrong? How do you atheist? How can anything be wrong if evolution is true? Would it be wrong for you to go next door and kill your neighbor's baby and eat it? The lion doesn't think so. He goes next door and kills the zebra baby and eats it all the time. Is that wrong? Why is it wrong for humans and it's okay for lions? Where's the standard of right and wrong in evolution? You guys don't have one, do you? Thanks for watching, Truck Driver and Billy. I know you're really itching to get right with God and do something for the Lord with your life. But right now, only points you get is trying to tear Hovind down. His whole channel, anti-Hovind, just like the stoner guy up out in Washington. His whole channel doesn't build anything, just destroy, destroy, destroy. That's all. Okay, any more? Randall, let's see. Wore a hat all day, can you tell? Yeah. Okay, thanks for joining us. If you want to support our channel or support our ministry, go to drdino.com, D-R-D-I-N-O. You can order our videos on there. We should have the machine to get caught up on back orders tomorrow, right, Randall? Theoretically. Okay. Now, if you want to help us, come visit Dinosaur Adventureland. All of you atheists, come for April Fool's Day. Emma, you can be the queen on April, for multiple reasons. On April Fool's Day, we'll have you be the queen. Give you a robe, crown, the whole thing. or king, whichever you prefer. Okay. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye.